So hello guys, this is D-Man BFP4F here once again with another gameplay commentary. And first of all, I would like to give a quick shout out to Mr. Torrent. He asked for a shout out, so me being the nice person that I am of course gonna give him a shout out. This gameplay commentary is gonna consist of the AEK-971 assault rifle for your assault class. Now first off, I would like to say the attachments that I am running on this weapon is the Predator barrel, Viper mags, and Nemesis stock, together with the Elite camo for it. Now this weapon is one of my favorite weapons in the game. Ever since I bought it, I immediately loved it. This is one of those weapons, this is one of the best weapons in the game. The top 3, I think this one is in the top 3 for me at least. Number 1 being the L85, number 2 being the FAMAS, and of course number 3 being the AEK-971. As you'll see throughout the gameplay, this weapon just tears people apart. I mean, this is one of my favorite weapons and a lot of others. Some consider it quite OP, but it's like on the borderline of being OP. Like it can be OP at times, but at sometimes it can't. Let's quickly get into the stats of the weapon. Now it has a standard rate of fire of 600 rounds per minute, and it's average for most of your weapons in a Battlefield play for free. One kind of a downside that I would really have to think of this weapon would be the ammo. It has 20 bullets per magazine. That's kind of really low. Being that you fire, you need some accurate shots, and since you just have 20 bullets, there's no room for error because you will have to reload a lot with the weapon. And since the damage is quite high, and if you can get your shots on target, you can get quite some kills with the 20 bullets that are in the mag. Of course, right now I am using Viper mag, so that buffs it up to I think 26. Of the reload of the weapon, it's a really nice reload. I like the reload. The reload is 4.3 seconds, which is just in the sweet spot. It's not too long and not too slow. And the projectile velocity of this weapon is 550. So at longer ranges you will have to lead your target a bit more than average. Actually, the deviation of this weapon is really nice. It has really low deviation, so that meaning if you can control the recoil of the weapon, you can just go fully auto on most ranges. And some will say balance stock to increase hipfire accuracy and aim outside accuracy, but I will get into the attachments later on in this video. Recoil wise, some people get turned off by this weapon. Let me tell you why. This weapon has some pretty high recoil, but the weapon actually lies straight on your face. It has high recoil, but it doesn't have it has high visual recoil, but the actual recoil on the weapon is really low. That meaning this weapon is really well tap fired and burst fired. So what you can, a lot of people what they do with this weapon is they use it as a semi-auto. Just quickly tap your mouse button, and most of your shots will just hit exactly where you're aimed at because of the deviation. So the recoil on the weapon really isn't a problem. In my opinion, this weapon is a really good starter weapon. It's unlocked at a really low level of level 3. This level is quite low. I can get to level 6 or 5 in even one round. So getting to level 3 is not a problem. And I got this weapon a long time ago. If y'all didn't know, I started playing just like a month after the December update, which nerfed all the weapons. But I did a couple surveys from sponsor pay, I had a couple of funds. When I ranked up to level 3, I just immediately got this weapon because I didn't know about the 1-day rental options that they had. I just got it permanent, but I did not regret it. I love the weapon because even without attachments, this weapon is really good. I might do a series of argument against pay to win, where I use weapons that were rent weapons, so I use them without attachments. I make a completely new account and just rent weapons and show you all how you can be effective even guns without attachments. But that might be a series I will do later on. But currently this weapon has only 2 camos for it. It has Elite's camo, which is currently equipped in this gameplay. I think the only thing that it changes is the stock of the weapon, which you really can't see, and the part where you hold the weapon. It becomes kind of I don't know what the name of the color is, I forgot, but and the weapon also has a veteran camo for it. I would not recommend buying the veteran camo because it just costs a lot. It costs more than a weapon. It costs like 1400 funds, and the Elite's camo only costs 500. That's why I got it. I had some spare funds left over. I didn't know where to spend it on. I was like, what should I spend it on? Either supply drops, but I thought the one supply drop is nothing. So what I just did was I got the camo for the M16 and I got the camo for the AEK. But enough about the weapon. I would like to talk about some things EA has done to this game lately. They've actually done something really good, which is maybe if you haven't played the game yet, but if you played the game like a couple yesterday I think, or like a couple of days ago, I don't know when to upload this video, but there was a update. It asked you to update, and so if you had updated, what they did was they fixed a lot of bugs. As far as I know, they fixed the double scope bug, or not fixed, but made it occur less. But what they did mostly, which I really like, is they fixed the training points. What they did was they fixed it that you know how you used to when you had the sprint, you only need to put 1 point in sprint because it's just the same as 2 points. So putting 2 towards sprint didn't really help. Now they changed that. Now the second point actually does change it. Same goes for combat triage, which is a medic skill. Used to, with 1 point you could already see the enemy's health, but now you need to put 2 points towards it. They just did a lot. The most beneficial thing that I saw is they lowered the knife range. They lowered it from 2.5 meters, which it was before, to 1.5 meters, which it is now. And you might notice when you're in game, you can't get those lucky knife kills anymore, and I'm really happy about that, because now it's more gun on gun instead of like panic knifing around corners. But this video is almost over. As you can see, we lost, but I did try and cap some flags, but at the end I could not help it. But it is still a good gameplay in my opinion. It just goes to show how good this weapon is. But I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay commentary, and I'm out.
Not even the ground. Not even the ground.